Oh hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, and today I'm bringing you a taming guide, spawn guide, utility guide, all the good stuff about the Carcharodontosaurus. I know I butchered that name, but that's totally fine, don't even stress about it. And without further ado, let's just jump into the episode. So starting off, I'm going to be filming this episode on Rag, the Gigas, and the Carcharodontosaurus. I'm just going to call them the Giga Contender, the new dinosaur, whatever the hell you want to call it. They kind of share a similar spawn. So I was just scouting on Ragnarok, like I said. I had to kill things a few times before they spawned up, but I have one of those here, the Giga Contender, as well as a Giga that you can see kind of spawn in a very similar rate. Now, these guys are very interesting tame. They definitely are going to be a Giga Contender. I've seen a lot of videos where people put them against like a 1v1 together, and then I've seen some like put a 150 together. These aren't going to be a Giga Contender in the sense that if you go like one-on-one with a Giga, there's a chance for you to win. I wouldn't necessarily say like that. I would say these are going to be a more utility dinosaur that are going to be great for defense and in like those bigger Giga fights as well. But one thing that you're going to have to kind of think of is they're not going to be just like, fighting a Giga one-on-one. They're going to be able to push back the Gigas, give little speed bursts to the other dinosaurs, whip them back, cause that bleed damage. So they're going to be really good as like a utility dinosaur within the Gigas versus just a straight like one-on-one Giga fighter. So just like Gigas, you kind of want to trap them in a very similar way. I normally use billboards. Dino gates are going to be a little bit better for these ones, I think, just giving that little bit more room. But you just want to lure into put a couple bear traps down, and then it's going to be trapped. Now, the interesting taming mechanic of this one is you got to force feed it. So I kind of messed with a couple different things, and what I found out that a lot of videos don't explain is that you actually have to be carrying like the dino carcass to it. So here I start with the PT. I only have a prim shotgun, so it actually takes quite a few shots. I should have just red gunned it. But regardless, you drag the body over there and it eats, and you'll see that it has like a little like taming meter where it becomes into its friend mode where you have to ride it after. But you have to be carrying a carcass over there. So later I bring a Bronto over and I don't hold it. I just let it get close enough and it eats it, and it actually took away some of the taming effectiveness. I don't think it got hurt, but I think it may have done damage to it. I'm not 100% sure what caused that situation to happen, but it did not allow for the taming. So you do have to carry it. Now, from what I can tell from other videos that I've seen, just talking to people, the best thing that you can feed it is going to be a woolly rhino. That's like one of the bigger things that you can actually drag the corpse over to. So what I would recommend is Gigas and rhinos don't share a ton of spawn territory. So I would just get a rhino line going and just have, like find some of the lowest levels, mid-level ones that you can find, and just bring them over there, uncryo them, even if they're cryo sick. Don't get too close to them, because if it eats it on itself, again, it doesn't give it's that taming effectiveness. You have to actually drag it to it. So you're kind of building that, I guess, with the devs probably were thinking like a connection to the dinosaur, right? Like you're feeding it, and that's what befriends it before you go on your murder rampage together. So like I said, I would just have a few woolly rhinos cryoed up. You don't have to have a line or anything. I think that might just be easy if you're taming lots of them instead of just like taming one and then just bringing it over. I would just have a couple raised up. It kind of just depends. Taming one might be faster than raising, just depending on what server and whatnot you're playing. But like I said, if you just bring something really big like a Bronto over and you kill it near it, it's not going to work. You have to actually drag it into its radius. So that's just a big little thing that I've noticed that not a lot of people talk about. Another thing is it's going to have several different abilities that you're going to be able to use. It's going to have its normal bite, which causes a 9-second shred, which is amazing. I at first was not understanding. I thought like the shred wasn't working for some reason or another. But it's actually that blue glow. I thought that was something different. The blue glow is the shred. Like every other shred from every dino like shows like a little blood effect or whatnot. This one has its blue glow. Then I was also seeing that it has a roar effect, and I wasn't seeing a ton of people fully explore like what you need to do to make that roar effect work. So after you've tamed it, in the bottom left hand corner after your hotbar, you're going to see like a little picture of him with like up arrows. That's actually going to be the roar that gives him the boost. So unlike the Shadow Mane where you can just roar and things get the speed boost, with this one, you actually have to have killed a couple dinosaurs. So as you kill dinosaurs, that number on there is going to go up. As that number goes up, it gives you the ability to roar. Now, I've had it where I tested this quite a bit before I did the recording, and I'm still not 100% clear. Sometimes it seems like you can use your roar with more than one and it drains all of it. Sometimes I've only seen it drain one, so I'm not 100% sure, because every time I was just trying to boost up the speed of one woolly rhino. So I don't know, it's interesting. But anyways, this is going to be a great dinosaur. I think the utility of it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to replace Reapers quite a bit. Reapers are still nice because it can knock down flyers. It's got a jump and stuff. But with the bleed effect and the tail knockback, I think this is going to be a huge defender, right? Especially if you're living on a place with a ledge, or, you know, you're really a huge Reaper person and you love to C-spin. I think this is just going to provide a lot more opportunities for you to do different things, because especially with the blood effect, now you are losing like the berry, like I said, the jump and the tail kick, but you're getting I would argue a lot more damage for it, and you're going to be able to survive like a little bit longer than in Giga fights. Especially when people like start to bring Z's and kind of knock you around and different things like that. I did film this on a 10 times, so for a lower level, it took 2 woolly rhinos, so it is going to be a little bit more costly. I think higher levels will affect the taming effectiveness a little bit more, so higher levels are better, but, you know, it also takes a little bit longer. So like I said, if you're going to raise them, just raise them up. It's probably going to be your best bet to just carry a couple crowd woolly rhinos. I hope that answers every question. I'm not going to put spawn maps on here. There's not any on the wiki for this yet, but if you just Google the Giga Wiki and then you look at the different spawn locations for that, or, you know, Giga's been around for so many years now, people pretty much know where to go Giga hunting. Just go to those locations. You know, you might have to end up killing a Giga or two just to clear them out, so there's a chance for this guy to spawn, so just be aware of that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be putting out quite a bit of videos, so I hope you guys are going to look forward to that, enjoy that. It's going to be a mix of PvP and informational videos. If you guys are wanting to see anything particular, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Peace!